have to look at that attack of Pauline Ferrand-Prévot to go across to Norsgaard at the moment as being the defining moment of this race. We still have 7.5k to go, but that gap is still looking very, very good out front. Chloe Dygert holds last wheel, as we've seen her do quite often in this leading group today. Sitting and waiting. We've still got... has she still got Zoe Backstead in there? Have we seen Backstead drop off? She got back in and was doing some work, didn't she? I have to keep an eye on that one.
She's been chasing for a little while, but we've got another attack now from Jelena Erish, who's been trying all day and has been so strong and really wants to open this race up. But unfortunately, she is unable to get rid of Marianne Vos.
Hang on, where's this happened? Just looking to see the rider is from that leading group. By the looks of it, it's Pfeiffer Georgie. No, the British champion down on that corner. It looked like a fairly innocuous place as well, but the road just drifting away from her. Well, if she's not injured, she's got an opportunity to get back up and get in there. Let's see where she is. She's not had the best of days with a mechanical earlier. Chase got back in, and that was an odd crash there as well.
One more cobbled sector to go for Pauline, and it's just that 300-meter one-star sector where each winner of the race does have their name engraved in that sector, so it's almost, yeah, just a little trophy case of all the winners of this race. But yeah, almost a minute still, so we can see that she's still so strong and she's not losing any time. So I'd be surprised if she can lose time to any of those riders in that chasing bunch behind with 6.4 kilometers to go.
What a debut it's looking like at the moment. And, if she does stay out there and take the win, and this group stay where they are, it'll be yet another year, a 5th year, where Marianne Vos, who's on the radio there again, closing towards the end of her career, whenever that might be, where she hasn't won this race. And the only reason I say that is that Marianne Vos is the greatest female road racer of all time, and her Palmares would look so good with this race on it. I just think it would be a real shame, but unfortunately she has very illustrious teammates. Certainly not unfortunately for Pauline Ferrand-Prévot and for the French nation, who are looking at getting, at the moment, a French winner of Paris-Roubaix Femmes for the first time. And even that in itself would have been incomplete in the short history of this race if they hadn't had a French winner early on. And she's chosen, Pauline Ferrand-Prévot has chosen the right year to come back to racing full on the road, fully focused on the road. And the time gap is not going anywhere. Very solid around that minute mark.
But yeah, still almost 1 minute with 4.5 kilometers to go. Just a slight drag up now, and then it does pretty much just descend all the way down again with that tailwind. So hard to be able to bring anything back.
The other words of Alice Wood. My name's Jez Cox, and these are the final 4.5 kilometres of this, the 5th edition of the Paris-Roubaix Femmes AVEC ZWIFT. We're looking at last year's winner, Lotte Kopecky, in the world champion skin suit, now having to work incredibly hard to try and close up the gap. She is, we presume, working for Lorena Wiebes, but what are they sprinting for? At the moment, they'd be sprinting for second place only to Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, who is having the debut of debuts in this race today. She attacked at just the right time to bridge across to Emma Norsgaard, then going clear by herself, and at the moment holding that gap on both the road and the cobbled sectors too. The former road, cyclocross and mountain bike world champion, all in the same year, I'll remind you, is looking particularly good for the win right now. And the gap is not coming down, regardless of who comes to the front. The gap we're seeing on our screen is just hovering. I don't actually think I've seen it go over a minute. It's always 57, 58 or 59. And she hasn't had a chance to take on that gel yet either. It's been hanging off her bottle all this time. Now the attacks start to come. Yes, Elise Chabet, the Swiss rider. We haven't seen her try anything just yet.
But Pauline now riding into Roubaix Velodrome in France, her home country, to win this 5th Paris-Roubaix.
What a moment. What a moment for a French rider in France in their biggest one-day race of the year. A former road, mountain bike and cyclocross world champion in the same year back in 2014. She's come back to road racing and she leads into the most important velodrome in world cycling on a day just like this. In Paris-Roubaix FEMMES AVEC ZWIFT, Pauline Ferrand-Prévot is taking the applause of a crowd who are absolutely loving seeing a French champion come in. She's got all the time in the world to enjoy this. She hears the bell as well, but she's ridden away at the perfect time, I thought, to take the pressure off Marianne Vos. But in the doing so, with those rainbow champion stripes on her sleeves, she has ridden away to take her own glory today. And this lap must feel like just total glory in the sunshine. She waves to the crowd and she's going to absolutely love this final lap. She's looking around to see whether she can see anyone else riding into the velodrome. She won't do, because they're a full minute behind her. She's ridden away from the best riders in this race and she's going to get a chance to sit up and celebrate. The Olympic mountain bike champion from last summer in Paris has come back to the road and she's back with a massive bang. Pauline Ferrand-Prévot takes the 5th edition of the Paris-Roubaix FEMMES AVEC ZWIFT. What a wonderful day out in the sunshine, and here comes the chase from behind too as well.
Laetitia Borghese has attacked from that group behind and has a pretty decent gap now, so yeah, just got to push on for this final lap and try and hold off this chasing group.
Yeah, Borghese's got the gap on the group that includes, of course, Lavena Vives. No one wants to take her to the line and try and beat her, so it looks like Borghese has done it exactly the right way. In fact, it's a pretty big gap that's happened somewhere in amongst that final sector as well. And the Italian rider here for EF Education, Oakley, is going to kick on as hard as she can. She cannot afford to let them catch her because she'll probably come last of that group if she does, but I think she's got a decent lead into the final banking as well, Borghese. What a fantastic move by her. She's going to be on the podium, that is for sure, and she'll enjoy this one. Second place in this 5th edition of Paris-Roubaix FEMMES AVEC ZWIFT for Laetitia Borghese, and she's enduring it. Here comes Vives, here comes Vos on the line. Who got that, Alice?
I think Marianne Vos got that on the finish line as well. So, wow, what a race from Visma-Leasabike and from Pauline Ferrand-Prévot. I had goosebumps when she was crossing the line then.
Wonderful moment. What a wonderful moment for a woman who's already won a lot in this sport, cyclocross, mountain bike and road. But she adds arguably one of the biggest, if not the biggest to some people, one-day women's race of the year.